Hi, this is Mark from the United States. I have already proven that time is finite. That means time has a beginning and an end. Who created the time for things to happen? Because we assume time is a given like gravity. God in space, and except for very weak gravitational forces, you will have no gravity because of the distance from objects. Scientists still do not understand gravity, but let's look at this. Speed, and this is intuitive, speed equals a change in distance over a change in time. I'm using delta. I wish it doesn't confuse anybody. Speed equals a change in distance over a change in time. If we flip the speed, 1 over speed equals change in time, flip the other part of the equation, over change in distance. Mathematically proving that we had a beginning and that we will have an end. Because scientists will say we're going to be here for billions. Scientists will say we're going to be here for billions of years, and they know better. Change in distance over change in time equals speed. 1 over speed equals change in time over change in distance. Then getting rid of the denominator in the second part of the equation. We want to say change in distance over speed equals time, change in time. Does everybody understand this? When you flip the equation, you get change in time over change in distance equals 1 over speed. 1 over speed equals change in time over change in distance. This is more theoretical than it is crunching the numbers. It's ideological. It's simple. I think it's simple. So change in time equals change in distance over speed. All I did was multiply change in distance on both sides to get rid of the denominator. So change in time equals change in distance over speed. I just rewrote it. So this says something very clearly. There was a creation. We don't have to say God. What else would it be, or who else would it be but God? And there will be an end. You live and I live in between those two lines. There was a creation. However it was created, it included time. The creation was done outside of time. This is basic logic. Creation was done outside of time because time would need to be created for there to be a creation. Or a beginning anyway. There would have to be and I proved this before. I did a video on proving God. It was called Proving God Finite Time. There has to be a creation. There has to be an end. There has to be an end to humanity. There has to be an end to the birds and to the bees and to the bovines and whatever. There has to be an end to the giraffes. There has to be an end to the trees growing. A million years from now, we won't be here. Just a guess. Except if you leave out the biblical stuff, a million years from now we won't be here. There was a beginning. There will be an end. There will be no time after the end, unless it be created. And it will be beyond mathematics to figure out how you can have time for infinity, or how you can have infinite time. It's beyond mathematics to say, because all you'd be doing is sitting around all the time. You wouldn't even be moving unless distance unless distance was infinite, you wouldn't be doing anything. There was a creation, there will be an end. This is basic logic. I hear atheists, in one of my videos, I heard atheists saying, you know, funguses have thousands of sexes, or mushrooms have thousands of sexes. This is the stuff of biology. When you talk about funguses or mushrooms, or you know, the fact that there's homosexuality in marriage. Supposedly, there's the supposed fact that there's supposed to be the fact that there's supposed to be homosexuality in nature. The facts are that there was a beginning and that there will be an end. There's no escaping that. Humanity will not be here forever. Then what scientists should do, first of all, scientists should admit there was a beginning when there was no time, until at the beginning there was time, because time started. And there will be an end. We will not be here forever. So then where did all this stuff come from? Where did time, space, and matter come from? You know, when Dr. Richard Dawkins said nothing exploded. Well, that violates, I mean, I don't mean to get to other scientific theories, but that violates the laws of thermodynamics. Matter can either be created or destroyed, just changes form. That's what we observe. If you light a match, energy is released. It's not nothing that's released, doesn't just disappear. Energy is released, and you know, E equals, I don't want to get into all this stuff, but E equals mc squared. So energy is related to mass, is proportional to mass. That's, you know, being practical about it, you know, nothing just disappears. You know, in the natural world that we see every day, nothing just disappears. A match might burn up, but energy is released. Which is what Einstein was trying to say. But going back, just making it simple. There will be a beginning, there was a beginning, there will be an end. Very simple. Mathematically proven. You know? And it makes sense. If we have a certain amount of time to do something, you know, we know our time is not limitless. Then it must be finite. Forget about the math for a minute. If we have time to do things, and we have time, and we don't have time to do other things, you know, that means time must be limited. So it must have been a creation of time. Time must have been created by whom or by what? Would a block of wood be able to create time? Thinking logically. Can a giraffe give birth to a human? Just, you know, might be possible, but not genetically. Just simple things, you know. Okay. God bless.